Basically, there are 3 timelines. That was loud. Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Or in this case, should I go, hi, hi, ha! You know, because that's the only sound that Link says, and it sounds like he's saying hi. Today we're gonna be talking about the Legend of Zelda series. Yes! For those of you that don't know what The Legend of Zelda is, have you been wandering under a rock? Now, I'm just kidding. Some people don't know what it is, some people aren't interested in it, and that's totally fine. I love it. It's one of my favorite Nintendo series that are out there, and I just think that it's pretty incredible in itself. The Legend of Zelda series is about a boy named Link who, you know, you would think it would be called The Legend of Link, or you would probably speculate that if you didn't know Link's name when you typed in your name, that it would be Zelda, but it isn't. And there's reasons. But it's about an ordinary boy named Link who usually gets put into an adventure to save Zelda from a evil force that is something like Ganondorf or Ganon or something in that area, because he comes in all different forms. So you're playing as Link and you're going on adventures, you're solving quests, you're doing puzzles, and you're collecting stuff and different items that can help you save the world. Well, not really the world. Save Hyrule and the Princess Zelda. Now the reason why it's not called Legend of Link is because it's all about Zelda. We learn in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword that Hylia is a goddess that was brought down from the 3 other goddesses to protect the world, and then when Hylia kind of gives up her power and her soul and wants herself to be reincarnated, and she happens to be reincarnated into Zelda. I kind of disagree with calling it Legend of Link, because everybody's like, oh, Link's the hero, he should get recognized. It should be called Legend of Ganon, because frickin' Ganon is the reason why everything is the way it is. Because in Skyward Sword we learned that Demise is a version of Ganon, in a way, and he's defeated by Link and Zelda, and he says that he will curse their bloodline so that they will always reconnect in a way, and they'll all have part of the Triforce, and that he will come back to rule the day and defeat their reincarnations. So, I blame Ganon for all this. Now, something that has been confirmed by the Zelda Hyrule Historia. That's what this is. I bought this baby. It's great. In here, they announced official timelines that some of the games follow. Because we all think that, oh, well, when the new Zelda game comes out, it's just a direct sequel, or maybe a prequel of whatever the last game was. No, it's not. That's not what it is. I'm sorry. If you didn't want something complicated, you shouldn't have started playing this game. Basically, there are 3 timelines that occur after the game, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Because time is such a big construct, when things are changed in a timeline or things are changed in a certain point, everything else is affected by it. So because this game focuses on some sort of time travel-esque ability, 3 different timelines have sprung out from this one game. Link was destined to be the hero of time, but he was too young, so they let him sleep for 7 years till he got into an adult age. So you have to collect these 7 sages who will help you defeat Ganondorf, and when you do, Zelda says, Link, I want you to go off to your childhood, I'm gonna send you back in time, and you're gonna go back to the life that you lived. Bye. And then he goes away. Forever. Because of that decision that Zelda made, there are 2 different timelines that split off. The child timeline and the adult timeline. For the child timeline, Link is sent back to his original timeline, tells Zelda that Ganondorf is going to come and destroy everything. They stop it, they seal him away, and then Link doesn't know what to do with his life because he now has to live with knowing things that were gonna happen. With the adult timeline, this is the time where Link leaves, and now there's no hero there to help save this timeline. But what happens is that Hyrulean sages decide to flood the land of Hyrule so that Ganondorf can be officially sealed off, and this causes everybody to change their views on life and to change how they live. Then the 3rd timeline is the fallen hero timeline. You know how sometimes in games you're trying to beat the final boss and then you somehow die because you don't know what's happening, or you suddenly get hit in the back of the head and you're like, great, game over, now I gotta start over. But what if in that instance you couldn't press reset, or you couldn't get a play again, and Link is actually gone and he's a fallen hero? So Link is defeated by Ganondorf, what happens from there? For me, I really love the child timeline, and here's why. I just love how it goes back to the Ocarina of Time, goes back to the telling of what happened from here on out. The only game that I loved from the adult timeline was Wind Waker. All in all, the series is great. It's a great franchise. If you want to know more about the timeline, there's a video that someone made on YouTube, like a bunch of people made together, and it's really great. I'll put the link to it on the screen and in the description below. You should totally watch it. It's very long, but it's really interesting. There are some pieces that haven't been confirmed yet by Nintendo or by the creators of the franchise because games have not been made to finish telling the story. Hopefully The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the next game and it will kind of maybe tell us what is going on. Some people believe that it is part of the adult timeline because there are certain characters in there that we only see in the adult timeline. I'm hoping that it is a part of the child timeline so that we can understand what's going on between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. By the way, Twilight Princess is my favorite game. It is. So if you love the Legend of Zelda franchise just as much as me, and you're excited for the next game, what timeline do you think the game will be a part of? You're awesome, I'm awesome, and thank you for watching this little rant. If you want to see more of my face, you can always hit subscribe because I post videos whenever I really want to. Try to do it once a week, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. If you also want to follow me on all my social media sites, they're in the description box below. I will see you guys around. Okay? Bye. Woo! Ha! Ow, ow, no. Ow, I hit my... Hi! Hey! Let me do that again.